proposed changes to the Indian Act found its way into the provincial legislature in Fredericton today. It was a small rally, only about 100 people, but as CTV's Andy Campbell tells us, they were loud and determined.
Despite wicked winter weather, it began simply. The sounds of traditional First Nations songs echoing across the legislature's front lawn. They were here to send a message against Ottawa's attempts to change the Federal Indian Act.
C-45 is just going to take away all rights of the First Nation people. The water protection, the land protection, education for our future generations.
But what started simply quickly turned complex. First, protesters shifted their focus from the front of the legislature to a side door. They were hoping to catch government ministers on their way into the building. Then a number of demonstrators entered the legislature, hoping to sit in the public gallery. When they were denied access, those outside barricaded the front doors. Police were called. Most kept their distance. Only one officer entered to usher the protesters inside out.
The option that was given was that we were either escorted out or we were arrested. Me and Jim and I, we consulted with a couple of people and we were told not to be arrested. It could have been a really bad Christmas.
Back inside, the Deputy Premier said he had no knowledge of anyone being denied access.
The Legislative Assembly, it's not something that the government have full control on it, and you probably should ask that question to the Surgeon of Arm, who is responsible for the security.
So we asked to speak with the Sergeant at Arms, but he declined our request for an interview. In an email response, he said the legislature goes to great lengths to ensure people's right to be heard, but that a small faction did attempt to move the protest inside, which, he says, is simply not permissible. Protesters left a short time later, but vowed their fight against Bill C-45 is far from over. Andy Campbell, CTV News, Fredericton.